Hey, it's Nellie from SoMessy.blogspot.com, and today I've teamed up with Annelaine Patterns to show you how to adjust the tea and coffee cardigan if you happen to be short, just like I am. First thing you want to do is to snag your pattern. My affiliate link down below will take you to the Annelaine tea and coffee cardigan. Go ahead and print out your pattern, tape it together, get it all cut out, and then we'll be ready to go. Here is our scaled example of the tea and coffee cardigan. First thing we're going to do is mark off our seam allowance at the bottom of the arm side. From the bottom of the seam allowance, we're going to go down 2 inches and we're going to mark our bust point. Approximately 6 inches down from the bust point, we are going to mark our waist point. Approximately 6 inches below the waist point, we're going to mark the hip point. This will give us 3 sections, 1, 2, 3, to make our adjustments. Annelaine Pattern drafts for an average height of 65.5 inches tall. My height, for example, is 60 inches tall. That gives us a difference of 5.5 inches. We are going to make our first adjustment at the waist, and for that we're going to need our side waist length. You're going to take your fabric measuring tape. You're going to measure from armpit to natural waist. The tea and coffee cardigan is drafted for an 8-inch side waist. We now need to adjust the pattern to reflect your side waist length. Now we are going to cut our pattern at the waist and either overlap or separate according to the difference in your side waist measurement. Now we have to do the math to figure out what our total adjustment amount will be. You're going to take your difference in height plus or minus the amount you added or subtract from the side waist. In my case, I needed to add 1/2 inch for my longer side waist. This is going to give me a total of 6 inches for the adjustment. Now that we've discovered our total difference, we are going to figure out how much we actually need to remove depending on the length of cardigan that we're going to be making. If I were to make the short cardigan, I would multiply my difference, or 6, by 0.5 because the cardigan is going to be covering approximately 50% of my body. I am going to be making the long cardigan. Therefore, I am going to multiply 6 by 0.75 because the long cardigan is going to cover approximately 75% of my body. Let's do the math. 6 times 0.75 equals 4.5 inches to be removed from below the waist of my cardigan. We have 2 areas of the pattern left to adjust, below the waist and below the hip. We'll split that 4.5 inches between the 2 sections. Now we are going to cut at the hip and overlap 1 1/8 inch, removing a total of 2 1/4 inches. Repeat the overlap somewhere between hip and hem. Now you're going to repeat those steps for the rest of the pattern, including the pocket and the bands. Once you've sewn up your shortened tea and coffee cardigan, come on over to the Annelaine Patterns sewing group and show us what you've made.